Alrighty, taking a look at your roads, South Florida, the Turnpike going northbound right now. It is 6:02, and this is pretty much the only area I am seeing some major delays for you. This is near Southwest 117th Avenue. So you've got some bumper-to-bumper traffic going northbound. This is nothing unusual. Let's take you out to your map so I can show you what you are looking at this dark and early hour. You can see that things look good for you, mostly in the green, except this area right here. That's what I was just showing you live. This is something, nothing unusual. You can always take US 1 if you'd like to avoid it, but if you are heading out of that Homestead area, something to consider, maybe take your coffee to go. As you head a little bit further north, I was telling you about this accident not too long ago, the Sawgrass Expressway going southbound near Oakland Park Boulevard. You can see that you have no delays at all. You did have an accident a little while ago, though, and those emergency vehicles are starting to clear out of that area. Let's take you over here. Drive times, my friends who take the Dolphin Expressway. Things looking wonderful for you. 10 to 4 minutes to get you where you need to go. Eric.
Okay.
Thank you, John. South Florida, good morning. Right now we are taking a look at this photo right here. This is on the Turnpike going northbound near Southwest 120th Street. You can see right there to the left of your screen a car on fire. Yes, that's what that is. Several emergency vehicles out there. This is what we captured while it was still happening, but I can bring you out to a live look right now at what you are seeing. The fire is now out, but the emergency vehicles are still out here. Again, this is going northbound on the Turnpike. So you already had congestion on the Turnpike in this area, and now you've got more because you have two left lanes blocked. Let me take you out to your maps so you can see what we are looking at. You see right here, you've got pockets of red. This is near where it happened. You can always take US 1. If you take a look right here, US 1 definitely looks better for you. You still have some congestion, but it's definitely not bad as all of that red right there. Fortunately, we do know that that fire is out. We are working to find out more about how everybody's doing that was involved in this. As soon as we get those details, we'll be sure to bring that to you. Something else I want to leave you with, my friends who take the Dolphin Expressway going eastbound right here are your drive times. Lejeune Road to I-95, 6 minutes. The Turnpike to I-95, 17. Be safe. Definitely a lot of people hitting the roads, John, that's for sure. We are all expecting pretty busy roads as people head out of town for the weekend. Right now, what I can tell you that's going on, it's pretty smoky right here with this camera because you did have a car on fire not too long ago. Fortunately, the fire is out, but you can see that you're still seeing some heavy delays. This is the Turnpike going northbound near Southwest 120th Street. You still see some flashing lights out there because there are emergency vehicles still working to get all of this cleaned up. Let's take you to your maps. You can definitely feel it's a holiday because it's 7:03, and take a look. Not too much traffic on your roads. If you're heading on to Miami Beach, my friends, take the MacArthur Causeway. You can see some red right there on the Julia Tuttle. Let's take you over to that area I was just talking to you about. This is all that red that you were just seeing. Things are moving very slowly. If you'd like, you can take US 1. It's definitely a better option for you. As you can see right there to the right of your screen where that 1 is, that's US 1. Things look good for you there, but speeds here are moving as slowly as, let's take a look, 7 miles per hour. So that's pretty slow. Definitely moving at molasses speed. All right, guys, take a lot of time if you're heading out the door this morning because that is what you can expect if that's part of your commute. Right here, Dolphin Expressway going eastbound, 16 to 7 minutes to get you where you need to go. Be safe.
Weather, now a check of traffic.
Thank you, John. South Florida. Hey, let's take a look at your roads. You do have still some delays on the Turnpike going northbound. There was a car on fire earlier this morning that caused a lot of backup. You had several lanes blocked, and there were several emergency vehicles out there. You're still seeing some bumper to bumper. This is near Southwest 120th Street, which is where that car was on fire. Let's take you out to your maps. You can see things are looking pretty good. It is 7:33 this morning, so you can tell that things are moving much lighter than they typically are. People are probably off. Let's take a look right here. This is where the car fire was near Southwest 120th Street. Fortunately, things are starting to clear up. This was much more red a little while ago. Another area to be concerned about, those of you who are heading on to Miami Beach, you do have a broken down car as you approach the beach. As you get closer to Alton Road, that's where that broken down car is. So just be wary of it if it's part of your commute. This was much more congested earlier. You can still see lots of congestion. So if you're heading onto the beach, I recommend you take the MacArthur Causeway. Let's take you here. Drive times. Those of you who take 595 going eastbound, 13 to 7 minutes to get you where you need to go. Be safe and buckle up. Alrighty, South Florida, we're going to take a look at your roads right now. I have a live look for you at the Sawgrass Expressway. This right here is near Oakland Park Boulevard. My friends who take this as part of your commute, you already know that there have been delays there all morning long. There has been an accident that's been causing you these delays. Let's take you a little closer to it. This involves a truck. You can see all of that red right there. It does involve some type of tractor trailer. Again, this is at Oakland Park Boulevard going southbound. You do have a left lane blocked, which is causing all of that red. The good news is once you get past past it, you are in the green. So no worries out there. Just give yourself time if that's part of your commute. Right here where there was a car fire earlier this morning, you are seeing things move much quicker. You had a lot of red here earlier, and now things are turning orange, so that's good news. This is near Southwest 120th Street Turnpike going northbound. I'll leave you with this drive times. My friends who take the Palmetto Expressway, things are a little busier for you, but definitely not as bad as I've seen it. 35 to 34 minutes to get you where you need to go going southbound. Be safe.
Okay. It is the time on this Thanksgiving Eve. If you've got anything left to do, you better get it done today.
Yes, definitely want to do that. So Weather Center right now, we are here. We're looking outside, and guys, it is gorgeous for you and for you to travel, basically. But if you're staying here at home, Eric, I know there's a lot going on in your household, right? You guys have got a lot of people coming to visit. Well, if that's the case, it's beautiful outside. Look at this. We can see Fort Lauderdale. We're sitting at 82. Pembroke Pines right now at 82 as well. Miami at 81 and Key West at 81, and it's feeling a little more sticky, icky, and just uncomfortable today. The humidity is on the rise. We're going to see more and more of this heat and humidity heading into today and tomorrow. And it's all because we're out ahead of our next big weather maker, a cold front that's going to shake up the pattern big time. And it also is going to impact your Thanksgiving Day and your Black Friday and also your travel Tuesday or Wednesday, I should say. So we do see that tower cam right now showing us a couple clouds in there. We do see 81 degrees right now. Fort Lauderdale at 82 and Key West at 81. Those winds from the east and southeast help to pump in a ton of moisture all across our forecast area. You can see 82 for Pembroke Pines and 82 for Homestead. Right now, those dew points, this is what I was talking about, why it's feeling so sticky outside. We're at 71 for Pembroke Pines. That puts us right in that sticky category. And we're almost to the steamy category for Kendall and Marathon and down towards Key West. They're feeling like, just really uncomfortable and steamy out there. So we really don't like to see these dew points this high, especially throughout a holiday. So don't worry, a cold front is on the way, and you can see what it's done to the rest of the country. Behind the cold front, that's where all this blue lies, right? That's where all these chilly, cold, frigid temperatures are. 13 for Bismarck in North Dakota. No thanks. Yeah, I will stick to Miami for sure. 33 for Kansas City. Yeah, I'm not good with that either. 47 for Dallas, where they were in the 70s just a day or two ago. And out ahead of that front, look at the difference between Dallas and Houston. You can see about a 20-degree difference in temperature. That's all because of the front. The front spanning all the way from the Great Lakes down into Texas. It's on its way, and it's coming here to Florida as well. So hold your horses. I know we want to be a little cooler, especially putting up that Christmas tree, not feel like the 80s. But yet again today, we are going to be getting to the middle 80s, 85, right around there for your afternoon high. And we could see that heading into the rest of this weekend for travel, we're not looking too bad, especially over towards Tampa. We see a couple lighter showers because of the front for your Thursday, but Friday and Saturday completely clear and dry, and that's more of the same thing that's going on. But look at these temperatures. They're going to be waking up to the 40s Friday morning and Saturday morning, both in Tampa and Orlando. Now, as we shift a little south, if you're headed over to see some family in Fort Myers, I know one of our directors is, Darby, but we are seeing that temperatures there are going to be pretty chilly too Friday and Saturday morning, and we have zeros on the board for any rain chances once the front pushes through. And also, if you're headed maybe to the Keys, doing a nice little family vacay there, well, we are going to have pretty nice conditions, but we wake up a little foggy for your Friday morning, potentially, and a little windy as well. But we do see most of us looking at really nice mild temperatures for the majority of Florida, especially in comparison to the rest of the country. Look at radar and satellite. We can see this is the front, this big old swirl that you see over towards portions of the Great Lakes. That's the low pressure, and then wrapped around it, all of these shower chances. That's the long cold front that's right there, and it's going to continue to shift more eastward. So you could expect some travel delays if you're going towards the Great Lakes, Michigan, or potentially New York City. For right now, we see a couple little lighter showers, but don't worry, the majority of the shower activity going to be inland for today. We are going to feel really soupy with our air, but this front comes for tomorrow, and you can see shower chances mainly between 1 to about 4 o'clock for your Thanksgiving. So our cold front comes. It is going to bring us, again, the shower chances from 1 to 4 o'clock on your Thanksgiving. 40% chance to rain, and then we clear out and dry up for your Black Friday. My shopaholics, let's go.
All right, up spots, Amanda. Not here in South Florida, though. We are sitting pretty.
Thank goodness, right? I mean, we are going to see a little bit of fog throughout the morning hours, but other than that, we're seeing beautiful conditions. Look at this Hollywood Beach, absolutely gorgeous sight in shot right here. We could see, look at this, Fort Lauderdale at 82 degrees right now, Pembroke Pines at 82. We see Miami at 81 and Key West at 81, and people are just having some fun out there in the sun. Love to see it, and we also love to see this. No rain, at least for now. well. The only thing that I don't love to see, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, is that those winds are shifted. They're coming in from the southeast, and what that is doing is pumping in a ton of moisture. So that's upping our dew points, right? So the dew points shouldn't be in the 70s really, especially throughout the holiday season. We want them to be much cooler than that, in the 60s and the 50s, right? But unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. We are sitting at 72 right now for Boca for their dew point, 72 degrees for Hialeah and Kendall, and 74 for Marathon. So I'm throwing a lot of 70s at you. What does that even mean? Well, when we're in that 70-degree zone or category, that puts us in that sticky or steamy, just really kind of category. Whenever you step outside, that's how it feels. It's the air that you can wear coming back. Meanwhile, the rest of the country is feeling cold and brisk, downright chilly, bone-chilling temperatures over towards the Dakotas. Look at Minneapolis at 27, Amarillo, Texas at 32, Denver, oh my goodness, 23, probably good for skiing though, right? And then we see over towards the West Coast, they're dealing with 49 in San Fran, 60 there, trying to keep up in LA. So still, majority of the country, especially the Great Plains and West, they're all in that deep freeze. Meanwhile, out ahead of this major storm system for the Northeast, and realistically the whole eastern seaboard, we're much warmer, and that's why it's all because of this front. So behind the front is where all the blue is. Ahead of it, we are warm. We are feeling really nice today, but trust me, once that front rolls through, that's when the East Coast is going to take a plunge in terms of temperatures. For today, though, enjoy 85 degrees for your afternoon high, and if you're traveling over towards Tampa, Orlando, we shouldn't see too much in terms of headaches on the roads at least. We do know that there is a 20% chance for rain, but temperatures are going to be nice in the 70s. Meanwhile, look at this. Once that front passes, both into Friday and Saturday, we're going to be sitting in the 40s, and also some more 40s as you travel, not just for Tampa and Orlando, but over towards Fort Myers as well. And then as we make our way down towards Key West, even after that front passes, you notice that big difference there. We're going to be dropping to the 70s for their morning lows Friday and Saturday morning. So again, we're going to be warm and humid today and for Thanksgiving, and seeing some rain chances. And then Friday, Black Friday that is, and Saturday, we're going to be much cooler and chillier. And it's all thanks to this storm system. So you can see the storm system's large. It spans, and its center is over towards the Great Lakes. Meanwhile, it's going to reach us here in South Florida heading into the next 24 to 48 hours. So for today, we're going to be warm and humid. Heading into tomorrow, that's when we start to see some rain chances early throughout the morning. You can see we're not seeing much, but then 1 to about 4 p.m. That's when this front is going to be cruising through our area. That's when we see the majority of our rain chances. So try to bring things inside from 1 to 4, and for the evening hours, we'll be drying out. And for Black Friday, don't worry about it. We're going to see some really nice conditions up ahead. We do have some fog to get through tomorrow morning as well, so just watch out for that. But for your Thanksgiving, things are looking pretty nice with those highs in the 80s yet again, and then we plunge down to the 60s by Friday morning.